it's been a long road for Madison Skelton.
I'm 25 now, so it's been 10 years.
It began when she first got behind the wheel.
I was excited to start driving, but I was very nervous at the same time. I always was very shy.
To get her license, she did driver training with instructor Mauricio Arce, listed on the Academy of Driving's website at the time as the founder.
It was okay at the beginning.
But she says she soon saw signs. Arce's behavior was crossing the line.
I remember telling my mom, I really don't like taking my shoes off driving.
She's sharing this publicly for the first time, along with other former students.
I knew that being vocal matters so much.
They don't know each other, yet they share eerily similar stories about Arce.
So it would often be, taking lotion or essential oils, trying to rub my hands.
His hand was on my leg the entire time for 3 lessons.
Stacy Innocent eventually reached a breaking point.
And I just said, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. So luckily my parents were incredible and called the police that day.
She was not the first, and unfortunately, she wouldn't be the last. In fact, starting as early as 2011, one after the other, girls went to police. Yet Arce continued teaching for more than a decade.
When I find out that there were victims after me, that one is the really hardest. Because I just, didn't know why it didn't matter.
So what happened? KCRA 3 Investigates set out to get the answer. We found in some cases law enforcement or the Placer County District Attorney's Office determined there just wasn't enough evidence. Then in 2020, when they did have enough, things stalled again.
Roseville police say a technology issue within the DA's system delayed getting the report to prosecutors. But the DA's office says it's not aware of any issues with its computer system. They say prosecutors didn't learn about this case until they got the police report in 2022. It was shortly after that.
The alleged victims are teenagers. Do you have any comment for the victims, for the families? Do you have any remorse or regrets, sir?
Arce was charged with sexual battery by restraint and 3 counts of lewd acts upon a child. Prosecutors claim he molested at least 8 girls over the course of 13 years, teenagers, when he was in his 50s and 60s. Arce is now 73.
I wish it had been faster, but I'm really grateful for my experience and that today came finally.
Arce walked into the Placer County Courthouse last week for sentencing after he pleaded no contest.
Are you still involved with the student driving business?
Silence in front of the camera, but inside the courtroom where Judge Garen Horst did not allow the camera, Arce said sorry, that he didn't mean to make his students feel emotional distress. He asked for their forgiveness following the victim impact statements they each read in court.
At the time, I felt confused and uncomfortable, but I didn't have the words to describe what was happening.
It's the voices of the victims, the judge said, that made all the difference. Initially, he planned to give Arce probation. Instead, he sentenced Arce to 2 years in prison.
This is exactly what I had hoped for, the last 10 years. So it feels like a much needed exhale.
I feel so much better and stronger, and I'm proud of myself and my family.
They finally feel their voices are being heard.
Nobody deserves to go through that, especially when I was 15. I was with someone I should have been able to trust, a teacher.
Skelton is a teacher herself now, hoping to make a positive impact.
It made me want to be a better teacher for sure, too. Just really showing that I can continue to make a difference in these kids' lives.
In Placer County, Lizzie Mitri, KCRA 3 Investigates.
Well, the DMV website shows the license for the Academy of Driving expired last month, but the driving school's website is still active, inviting people to sign up. It last listed Arce's son as the owner. We reached out. Nobody responded. We also asked the DMV about the consequences for operating without a license and what that means for students if they are getting lessons there. It's been 2 days. The DMV has not answered any of these questions.